Hey, Play Brian here, and I wanted to show you guys a couple of my thrift stores that I go around to, and we'll see if we can pick up anything today. Probably going to about 2 or 3 different thrift stores in my area that I usually go to on my days off. So we'll pop in, I'll give you guys a look around, and we'll see what we find. Let's go!
Alright, so this is one of my first and favorite stops I usually go to, a little thrift store by the name of Byte Thrifts. And we'll walk in here, and you can see they got the jewelry case with a bunch of random costume jewelry. They have some video games usually behind the counter, but none of them are usually too good. Usually some Xbox 360, Wii titles, and Nintendo DS, but occasionally they do have some Sega Genesis and other moderately decent games behind the counter. Remember these little old mini boombox radios that everybody thought were so cool for a minute? Can't believe there's 2 of them in the same place. Rather odd. And here we have a PS1. Looks like this thing's seen better days, and yikes, for $24.90. I will not be picking this up today. Always make sure when you're in a thrift store, pop the lids of any game systems you see. You never know what could be hiding inside. Usually over here, I can usually scrounge up an N64 or a GameCube, and they always have an interesting variety of different computer keyboards. And since I've started collecting vintage PCs lately, I need to look through here and also find one to replace for my current PC. Now here we have a lot of different plug-and-play consoles, and that looks like it's some type of Tony Hawk ride thing, and I don't know what in the world that is. And we have a Creepy Crawlers toy, which is really neat, but I'm not sure if this is actually the original or if this is a new version. I think this is the new version, but really cool to see that kids are still playing with this type of stuff. Seems like all these types of toys have just about phased out. Here we have a lot of other different electronics where I've had been on Laserdisc players before in the past, and even at different thrift stores around the area, I've even found a Betamax player, if you can believe that. So always look through here, you never know, there might be a new one in your future. And now on to the cables, and we have a good PS2 DualShock controller, and I find a lot of stuff that I use for either parts or different consoles if I'm missing an adapter of some sort. Always helpful. And now I like to check down the toy aisle, and you can usually find some decent games here. Again, like I said, there's a lot of DS stuff, but every once in a while you'll find some NES stuff or some Super Nintendo stuff. And nothing great here, just a hockey game. But I always come here every Monday because they have half-price sales on all their green and yellow tags. You can get games really cheap. And in their toy section, what do we have here? Oh my goodness, a Super Soaker CPS 135 for only $3. That is amazing. I'll definitely be picking this up. And also, no thrifting would be complete without a quick check in the CD section. Now on to another local Goodwill of mine in the New Jersey area. Always an interesting store. You never know what you're going to find here. They always have an overstock of PS2 and Wii games, and I found some decent GameCube games in here recently. They're usually pretty fairly priced, between $2 to $4, and you never know what you're going to come across. I always recommend looking through the VHS section as well too, and I like to flip through the vinyl just because you never know what you're going to see. There's always all these weird Christmas albums and just very bizarre. It's a whole generation that I missed. I like stuff like the Kinks and old classic rock, but you just see all these other different styles of music like polka and Fiddler on the Roof and music from faraway places and other countries, and it's just bizarre. The whole era of the 40s and 50s of what people were listening to on vinyl was very strange. Now again, like I said, I love checking through the CDs. Always look for just if you see NTSC on the top of the cases. That's an easy way to spot a PS1 game, and that way you don't have to spend 10 or 15 minutes looking. I found a copy of Cool Borders 3 here, but I've already got it, so I'll put it back. And now to check through the Goodwill toy section, which is rather sparse today, but you never know if you're going to find something different or interesting. So far a bunch of junk, but what do we have here? Rivet-On! What a weird toy system. This looks like it's from the 70s, and looks like it might be a knockoff of an Erector set or something, so pretty neat. And moving along, a lot of neat board games that I've found here before. And today would be no exception. I'm not exactly sure what this is, but it's called Mr. Supermine, and I love the little character and the logo. So I didn't get much at this Goodwill. All I got was a Sonic the Hedgehog game for $1 for the Game Gear, so not bad. I'll take that for $1 all day long. And finally, there's this new thrift shop in the area called the Hope Thrift Shop. Now, I don't think they like people filming in the store, so I wasn't able to get any footage of any of my finds in there. But all I found were some neat children's books. I found a Choose Your Own Adventure, a DuckTales, a 1950s Snoopy, and an old Bugs Bunny book. Very cool. Only paid $1 for all 4 of them.
Hey guys, if you liked the video that you just watched, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. And if you do the Facebook or Twitter thing, follow me at #KimioRetro. See you next time.